All right. Good morning, everybody. This is Quincy Jackson. Welcome back to another episode of Leading Daily. I'm excited, as always, to share some great information with you. So I hope that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you are having a great start to your week and are ready to make a great impact in regards to leadership, the people that you lead, and how you push your organization and your team forward. Just for a quick second, I want to go ahead and ask that you do share in the comments where you're watching from, whether it's in the United States, whether it's in a different country, even if it's in a different state or what state you're watching from. I'm just always curious to see who's watching in and where they are. And just also let me know what are your biggest struggles and challenges you might be dealing with right now as a leader. And we'll see if we can help you, give you some information that will help you overcome those as well. If you do not already know, I'm working on a simple PDF to give you to outline a lot of these ideas in a lot more detail. But at the end of the day, it's all about you doing whatever it is that you can do to become more effective for yourself and for the team that you support and those that need your leadership. So, very quickly, give me 1 second. I'm going to go ahead and share this stream, and then I'll be right back. Hashtag. Right. There it is. Okay. All right. So today, as you guys can see in the title, I'm going to talk about the value of an idea. So many people have ideas. A lot of people have really good ideas, but only very few people have great ideas. And we're going to talk about what the difference is between a good idea, a great idea, and an exceptional idea. And I think there's a vast distinction between the three. But if you don't know what they are, you'll probably always consider exceptional ideas good or good ideas exceptional. And I don't want you to be confused. And I especially don't want you to waste time executing in a way that is not with the right frame of mind. So let's talk about a good idea, for example. Okay. A good idea is anything that you see there's a problem and a solution for. Okay. Anything that you see that's a problem and your idea is a solution to that problem. It could be something that's small, whether it serves one person or yourself or your family, your household. It could be something that's a little bit bigger where it serves your surrounding community and neighborhood, and it can grow and get larger from that point and expand, right? So that's my idea. That's my example in my mind of a good idea. An example of a great idea is one simply where you actually execute on it. So having an idea to solve a problem without no execution is just a good idea. But having an idea to solve a problem and then executing on that idea, that takes a good problem, a good idea, excuse me, from a good idea to a great idea. So without the execution, there's no impact and there's no progress into making the change or the problem being solved. So you want to do your best to not just be a person that comes up with great ideas and can share great ideas, but you want to be the type of person that can execute great ideas. Okay. And ideas make the world move forward, as you know. And when you give people an idea in the right way, you give them a great gift. And I want to give you that idea of taking that idea, making it great, to going, bringing it from good and taking it to great. So odds are that if you're a person that loves ideas, that you are very creative and you're watching this video. So I'm definitely sure that that's you. But you have to learn how to share your ideas more and more, because keeping them to yourself usually just makes it sound like a good idea. But those around you will really tell you how good that idea is. All right. And sometimes good ideas can be bad ideas, But if you keep it to yourself, more likely than not, it sounds like a good idea, and you might need to get better feedback to know how bad of an idea a subject or matter or topic is. So, one of the things I will encourage you to do is do not allow your ideas to stay dormant inside of you. So, a lot of people do that. They just keep their ideas to themselves, they write them in books, and those books never get published. Those ideas and thoughts never get shared. And then, even in the time that we live in now, where you have all these different outlets to share your ideas, make sure you are doing that in a way that lets those around you know that these are the things I'm thinking about. This is what I want to do, and even if it's on a smaller scale, like your close knit team, that's even better than keeping it within yourself. We've all heard the different stories about people saying, "Oh, I had that idea 5 years ago, 10 years ago, or 15 years ago," and they didn't execute on it. So someone else did, and they reaped the rewards and the benefits of a really great idea. You know, just keep that in mind for yourself. Okay. So how do you continue to actually go from an idea being good to an idea being great? The next thing you can do is just surround yourself with more creative people and let their ideas also inspire your creativity. Okay. Now, this is fearful for a lot of people because they don't want to be judged by their ideas. They don't want to be shot, their ideas to be shot down. And they also don't want to maybe appear stupid, appear dumb, and around people that they actually like, that they love and they trust. And so to make sure that they kind of don't uh, put themselves in a position to appear that way, they're likely to not share the ideas at all. And that's something that you definitely don't want to do. If you're leading people and you are, one of the worst things that you can do is not push the envelope every now and again of what's possible, because all it does is just stifles your team. And then if you aren't effective and as a team leader, then your team around you, they can't grow and they can't be effective, and we can't go forward to achieve bigger and better things. So as you think about how you process and come up with ideas, ask yourself, how can you be more creative and develop your imagination? So sometimes it involves you getting out and doing something that's completely unrelated to work, so that you can kind of have more energy flow to you at different times to give you better ideas, more clarity, confirmation, all of those different things. Okay, so definitely ask yourself that question: how can you become more creative and develop your imagination? And then, what are some of the unique characteristics that creative people have? So I know there's about 25 of them. I think I've shared this video with you all before, but I'll go ahead and do that again now, because I think that if you practice these things on a daily basis or weekly basis, it's just going to help you become more creative over the course of your lifetime. And that's what we're talking about here this morning. It's not just about this week, this month, this year coming up 2024. We're talking about going forward into your life, and how can you be more creative as a result of doing the things that you do and the ideas that you come up with. So you can check out this video right here. It's Earl Nightingale's 25 Characteristics of Creative People. He goes into a lot of detail on how you can actually build up these creative muscles and characteristics so that you can share those with your team as well. So I hope you definitely like those. All right. Now let's shift over a little bit. Okay. So we talked about what's a good idea. We talked about how you can take a good idea to a great idea. But how can you take a great idea to an exceptional idea? All right. And it really comes down to how well you can get a group of people together and execute on the idea to accomplish the goal at hand. All right. It's many different ideas, as you all know, that you can execute on by yourself without much involvement from other people. And that's great. As I just said, it's a great idea. But when you start to get to the realm of exceptional, excuse me, you have to be able to galvanize people together in a way that they see a vision, which we talked about recently, which they see a vision of what the outcome can be. They rally together and they actually take action and accomplish whatever the goal is or solving the problem that the idea is supposed to solve. Okay. That's what makes ideas exceptional. That's why you have these huge organizations around the world that have made an impact with seemingly small ideas, or they've taken a small idea and multiplied it hundreds of times over because the small idea was executed on by a small group of people. But as problems became bigger, ideas became bigger, and then the teams become bigger, those executed ideas become exceptional, and a massive impact is made around the world. So ask yourself whether it's a team of 3, a team of 10, team of 20, whatever the number of team members you have. Ask yourself, what is an idea that's so big that it would not only cause everyone to get involved, but it would also require that the team continue to expand in order to reach that particular goal. If you can do that, you take not only an idea that's in your head or in your mind as something that can be executed on by yourself, but you involve other people, and you'll get the information back, the feedback to see, okay, is this really a good idea? Is this even a great idea? Or is this an exceptional idea that we can go on to making a huge influence and solving a huge problem in the world around us? As I said, only a very few companies actually can do this successfully. But if you do, you'll reap benefits and rewards, but also you'll make an impact in those that are definitely needing your impact in today's society and culture. So, those are just a few different things you can think of throughout the day as it relates to how you can make an impact in the world and using your ideas. So, go out and take that as a value of what ideas can be worth to you. And we'll see you on the next live stream later. What? You can come in, wife.